Morning everyone, welcome. So did you complete lab custom policy and policy? List bucket. List bucket, you have to update the bucket ARN. What you are getting? List bucket? I mean, list bucket is nothing but if you are able to see all buckets, but all buckets you are unable to see inside the objects. Whatever bucket you have given in that objects you are able to see. That's it. I will show you anyway. Okay, we can start in 2 minutes. So meanwhile, if you have any doubts, you can. So I will finish it in 15 minutes for the policy, custom policy and inline policy. Later we can jump on Route 53. So there is no difference in inline policy and custom policy. Okay. Inline policy is going to attach for respect to user only, whoever created. But custom policy is going to store in centrally storage. So we can pick and attach to any other user. So the approach all same. Yes, please come in. So online, anyone has any doubts from online? If you have any doubts, please do let me know. Yes, what is Route 53? What is Route 53? Anyone? What is Route 53? Online, anyone? What is Route 53? It's not firewall. It's a DNS service. Okay. So regarding custom policy, inline policy, anyone has any doubt? So that I can explain. Otherwise, I'll skip and start Route 53. So no doubts. Shall I start new topic then? Quick glimpse. Okay. Okay. So I'll show you one more time. Then. So S3 bucket. Yes, inline policy is nothing but it's going to attach user, but approach is same. Custom policy, inline policy, there is no difference. Okay. So let me connect any one user. So I'm going to just log in as a user now. So account ID. So user to password. Okay. So I just logged in into my user. So I think already permission attached. I'll just remove this permission. Okay, guys. So I'm going to create a policy now. That is custom policy or inline policy. So I want to attach after the creation of policy. After that, I want to attach users. So first step is creating policy. So is this in this filter is there, right? If you can apply custom manage, you are able to see only custom policies. Okay. AWS managed. So now I'm going to create a policy. I'm going to create a policy. The first step is specific permissions. So I'm going to talk about S3. If you can see here, all actions means it will apply for S3 full access. So list means we can give any list all my buckets, list bucket. So list bucket is nothing but inside objects we can see. List all my buckets, nothing but all buckets list we can see. Okay, the difference is if you can click versions also we are able to see. So right. So you can give delete bucket now, delete object. Delete bucket will enable here. The reason is list all my buckets. So we can choose the one of the bucket in that. So right now, if you can see, so I'm talking about specific bucket, right? For objects, and list buckets means all buckets. So definitely we should give, you are mentioning that which bucket inside objects you are going to see. In the list bucket means I have a 9 buckets in my list. So you are talking about which bucket. I should specify here. I should specify here. Otherwise, if you can click all, again, all buckets, all objects, it will apply. No specific bucket I should apply. So this specific enables only after if you are talking about one bucket policy. See, if you can see here, delete object is nothing but one bucket, right? I'm specifically we can mention delete object means one bucket inside object. Delete bucket is nothing but all the list buckets, we are going to delete one of the bucket. So like that, list bucket means inside objects. I mean, we should mention any bucket. List all my buckets, no need to mention, it will apply for all. So like that we can sacrifice. So we can just aggregate. So now if you can see bucket. So you have selected in the policy one bucket, list bucket. So which bucket it is? You should specify here. If you click all, it will apply for all buckets. No, I should specify the respective bucket. Okay. You should mention ARN. What is the bucket name here? So I'm giving just bucket name here. Okay. Add ARN. So it will apply. It will apply for inside objects. So I'm saying that, so list bucket, you just take this bucket. So I'm going to see objects in this bucket. Next, all objects are specific object. You are able to see inside all objects, specific object. We can mention any object inside. So object level permission now. We can give the bucket level permission, and instead we can give only 2 objects instead of all objects. We can control like that also. If you can click on add ARN, so any bucket name here, which bucket it is? Our any object name. If you can click, it will apply for all objects. Add ARN. Clear till here? Anyone has any doubt? No, kada? Next, policy name. You can give S3 update custom. I just given the policy name here. So create policy. Create policy. Is it clear? Just a minute. Okay, guys. So if you can see, I'm the root account. If you just apply filter for custom managed policies, so in that I have created this one. So I'll just go to attach to user. From here we can apply. Otherwise, go to users. I have logged in user 2, right? You can open from here also. User permission, add permission, attach policy, apply filter, custom managed. Inside custom managed, I have given this one, right? Attach. No doubts so far, right? Okay. So now just refresh here. Let me go S3 bucket. I'm opening from my user. Let's log out now. Take account ID from here. Okay, user 2, and just take the password. Give here. So I have given permissions list bucket, list buckets, delete object, delete bucket. Okay. So this is my bucket, right? Can I upload file here? Okay, let me try. No, upload fail. Reason is what? There is no put object permission. There is no upload object permission I haven't given. So I have given see the objects. List bucket is nothing but inside objects. See, I'm unable to see other buckets. Is it clear now? I have given one bucket. Which bucket that is? Selected buckets. In the ARN, I have given test bucket. So I'm able to access the respective bucket objects only. I'm unable to access other buckets. See, I'm able to access this bucket only. The reason is in the add ARN, I have selected this bucket. I have given the developer this bucket access only. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Now, I'm trying to give put object permission. I mean, upload permission. So let me go into my root account. If you can see here, the policies, custom managed, JSON. Control C. Okay, yes. So I'll explain here. See, if you can see in the JSON policy, okay, if you can see in the JSON policy here, version, statement, resource, version, statement, statement ID, effect, actions, resource. These 5 are common for any JSON policy. So I'll just writing here. So the syntax of the JSON for any policy is common. First one is version. So JSON is start with curly bracket, right? And end with curly bracket. So I'm not talking about that. First one is version. First one is version. It's common for any policy. This is fix. This is fix. Any policy will start from version. First. Next, statement. Statement. So statement is nothing but whatever permissions you are allowing, whatever permissions are you are allowing, that is comes under statement. Okay, whatever statement you are giving, that is comes under statement. So under next, resource, you are going to apply which resource? Is it EC2? Is it Lambda? Is it IAM? Is it S3? Like that resource comes under the resource block. Is it clear? Statement comes under permissions. Permissions allow. Next, resource. Talking about which resource? Example, EC2, S3, like that. Okay, so if you can see, this is very high level: version, statement, resource. Version, statement, resource. Now, in the statement, again, statement ID. Again, SID. This one also fix. If you are following visual editor, it will come visual editor 0. If you are following JSON, it will come JSON. Okay, this is just optional ones. As statement ID, SID is nothing but statement ID. It's an optional one. Okay. You can give whatever visual something. Okay. Next. So if you're talking about permissions, right? That the permission should allow or deny. If it is deny, you can give here deny. So if you can see here, effect is allow, right? If you want to give deny. So deny for what? These actions. Allow for what? This action. So whatever you are changing the attributes in the delete, put, upload, these are comes under actions. These are comes under actions. If you can see here, actions. So this action is deny for what? Which actions I need to apply for deny? S3 list, S3 put, S3 upload, S3 delete. We can deny the permissions. Otherwise, we can allow the permissions. Okay. So this is the just syntax for sample JSON policy. Okay. If you can see here, till here, we can easily understand. Again, the one more statement is coming here. Statement 2. What is that? So the reason is next statement why is coming like that. First statement, if you can see, it's talking about one bucket. Talking about one bucket. Next statement is for all buckets. Next statement is for all buckets. We cannot merge here, right? This is if, for example, there is no this block, all buckets block. We have a upload object block. We can update here. We're talking about one bucket. But if you can see in the policy, in my policy, I'm talking about two entities. One is for talking about one bucket, one is for all buckets. So next, if you will talking about one more policy regarding next bucket, so here one more action will come. So like that, how it will come? Control C. If you're talking about next bucket, so the block will come here like this. Here only. Okay. So the bucket name will change here. That's it. So two buckets, different policies. So here in the actions, you can change list or delete or upload. I will show you in the very easy manner. Don't worry. We have so many options to make it. So what we can understand from here first, version, statement, resource block. We have three major blocks. Inside statement, we have a statement ID, actions, either allow or deny. And effect allow or deny, and resources block, actions block, is it S3 list or delete or put, whatever actions you can give. Okay. So if you're unable to find, if you can go Google, we'll get the everything. So if you can see here, no, I'm unable to understand, I'm unable to find out at the time S3 sample policy. If you can give, you'll get the syntax. So you will get the syntax. From that syntax, you can see version, resource, effect, allow. Okay, the body you will get it. And we have a one more option also, policy generator. We can see that also. Anyway, is it clear, everyone? So now that is AWS is provided, Uma. That is AWS is provided version, that is. Okay. Okay. Now, so simple, I will just do some modifications. So this is my updated custom policy, right? If you can see, my user is unable to upload the file, right? I haven't give any upload permission, right? Only delete or see the objects. I just given only. See, uploadation is failed. So what I'm going to do in my existing policy, I'm going to update the upload action only. If you can see, this is my, if you can click on the custom policies, just come to policies again. I will just open from your end. So custom managed, this is my policy, right? So instead of writing again, we can do the some modifications in that, right? So we have two options to edit, either JSON or VS. Visual Editor is nothing but just manual steps. JSON is nothing but we can do modification. So if you can see in this policy, whatever we have explained till now, I'm going to update the small syntax. I mean, small attribute like S3 upload. Okay, S3 upload. We don't know the name, it is upload or put. Okay, so simply click on here, the right side, S3. So these are all already clicked, selected whatever permissions you have given. So now I want to check get, not get method. It's a put, right? See, if you can see put object. So the name is put object, not upload. So if you can come here, just I want to change I want to add one more action, right? So I will add here, right? If you can add here, everything is applied, right? So till now, list bucket upload for this bucket, delete object upload for this bucket, delete bucket upload for this bucket. Now my user want to upload something, so I want to give the permissions. So version, I'm not going to mention in the version. I'm not going to mention in the statement. I'm not going to mention the resource. Resource already selected. Statement already selected. Version and everything already done. But in the actions, I'm going to add a put object permission. That's it. In the JSON level. So start the string S3. See, error getting already. The reason is I haven't completed. So if you can give upload object, syntax error. What is the reason? Upload object, there is no any attribute, only put object. So come here, put object. Still error, why? Yes, here I should mention put comma. Is it clear now? Like that existing JSON, you can change the actions. No, I want to give the Denny for all these four. You can change here Denny instead of allow. Okay, next. Save changes. Done, right? I have given upload permission now. Now you can come. No need to attach to user, right? Already have attached the user, right? Every time no need to attach. Come here. Refresh. This time successful. Clear? This is nothing but custom policies, inline policies, fine grain access, how we can control instead of full access. Okay. So we can control object level, we can control bucket level, we can control resource level, everything. If you can see in the syntax, we can control here resource level. We can control here object actions level. So like that we can control. Okay. So in the JSON, what you can understand, what you can remember, version, statement, effect, actions, resource. I'm just writing here. First one is version. Next one is statement. Next one is main statement is not required. Next one is not resource. Huh? Statement is not required. Effect. Allow or Denny. Next, actions. So effect, whatever you are mentioning effect, for that which actions? Allow for which actions? Denny for which actions? Comes under actions. Next one is resource. Okay, you are talking about actions, effect, something. For that, which resource that is? Are you talking about EC2? Are you talking about S3? Are you talking about IAM? Are you talking about some blah, 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 whatever? Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So these are the main. Version, statement, effect, action, resource. Version is nothing but here versioning, AWS version. Statement is comes under permissions. Effect Hello or Denny. Actions. Which actions? Example, upload, delete, etc. And resource. So which resource? Like S3, EC2, etc. So small question. My bucket version is enabled. My bucket version is enabled. In the policy permissions, I have given delete bucket permissions. Only delete bucket permission. Will it work? I have given delete object also. Will it work? I should disable version first. Okay. Otherwise, allow version. Okay. That is also we have to dependencies, whatever dependencies we have to consider those dependencies also. Simply delete, simple upload will not work sometimes if the bucket is depends on for other things. If you can see yesterday also, right? My bucket version is enabled. I have given delete bucket. It will not work. And also lifecycle rule is applied for that. So some rule is working on that behind the bucket. So if you can delete, you are unable to do that. First we disable the dependencies, then we can do that. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Yes, very good question. Ashwin, yes. If you upload put object right side manually, will the update in JSON only, right? So we are talking about here, right? I can understand. Edit. So in the JSON, if you upload here S3, list job, see list job is upload here. Okay, we can do from here also. Instead of touching JSON. Get object, see get object is uploaded. But you need to understand, right, where we should mention in that our point. So that's the reason I have explained. So anyone has any doubts? So what we can understand in the policies, no need to remember all those things. So actions comes under which area, like, resource comes under which area. So you should just understand only. No need to more bother about that. It's very easy process. Everything is generated in a very easy way. Is it clear? Anyone has any doubts? We have a policy generator also. So we can mention everything here. We can select everything here. We will just get the policy. That one also we have. So if you select principal, if you can give S3 bucket here. So just actions, create bucket. So principal, if you can give star, we should mention ARN of the bucket here. So we can add statement, you are get the policy generator. But compared to here, whatever process we are following, that is the best. Okay. If you can give ARN of the bucket, if you can give the add statement, it will work. I mean, policy generate the policy here. Where it is. See like this. Okay. But instead of going this policy, just go with whatever you have explained. So from here also you can copy paste and update into the JSON policy. Okay. So for example, Control C, I want to create new policy, whatever action I have given. So go to policies, This time fresh policy I'm going to create policy. So permissions, now I need to select JSON. Okay, JSON, simply, no need to select for S3 something not required. So already see, if you can select JSON, already syntax is coming. In the syntax, we can, in the actions list, we can give the whatever permissions you are going to enable. So if I click here S3, so now list access point automatically it will update. List bucket, it will update. So this is a good process compared to policy generator. No, I need existing policy, just control V, whatever you have select, copied from there. Okay, we can just go with the JSON. That one also we can go with. Is it clear? Anyone has any doubts? So coming to the permissions, policies, roles, users, groups, anyone has any doubt? Don't hesitate to ask any doubt. If you ask the question here, others also can understand instead of ping me personally. Online, are you clear in the IAM? It's a very important service, very, very important service. You should work at least 3 days, to understand the topics here. Access reports is not on AWS guys, managed service with those are. So no doubts, online, offline, no doubts. All are clear? Are you sure? Okay. So small recap for 5 minutes. So what is the difference between role and policy? This question is applied for online also. Okay. What is the difference between role and policy? Why you are waiting, Abhinandan? Ask any doubt. So what is the difference between role and policy? Big question. Okay, no issue, you can ask. Yes. Role is secure. Policy is not secure. Then both are secure. Then what is your answer? What is the main difference? Are you going to attach policy for role or not? Then what is the difference between role and policy? What is difference between role and EC2? So is there any way to ask differences to related things? No, right? We can check your knowledge in that level also. Right? We cannot ask difference between white and black. Don't expect like these questions. We can test yourself. What is the difference between black color? Oh, black color is not good difference. What is the difference between black color and laptop? What is this question? Yes, I want to check your ability. How you are going to relate it us. So if I ask the question, what is the difference between role and EC2? What is your answer, guys? What is your answer? Oh my God, Abhinandan, hats off, yaar. Your question is very big. So I have a question. I'm a YouTube where I record videos and upload them into S3 bucket and give the URL to my editor. Does the need to have AWS account to download the videos? Can he download it through web? If it is through web, it is not secure. Everyone can access the file. If they have URL, in this case, I will create S3 bucket and I will add him as a user, give him read and write access to my S3 bucket. When I finish publish the videos, I will send the video to deep. Yes, will it work? Whatever you are thinking, absolutely right. Abhinandan. Okay, absolutely right. Whatever you are thinking. If you have any challenges, do let me know. Okay. Yes. What is the difference between EC2 and IAM role? No one. No one. Very good, Abhilash. EC2 is a server. Role is a permission. Why you are waiting? But one more point we can clearly mention here. We can attach role to EC2, right? right or not? We can attach role to EC2. Can we attach EC2 to role? Why? You can say that, na? Right or not? Yes, you can think like that. Now, what is the difference between role and permissions? So permissions we can give to role, right or not? Role we can attach to required permissions to which service? That's it or not? Difference between group and users? Difference between user and group? Difference between users and group? Very good, Uma. Guys, users and group. Just a silly question. Why you are seeing my face? We are all about group, right? Or single? Group. Whatever I'm going to teach, it's apply for everyone, right? If I want to teach for only one person, I'm not going to sit with all, right? Just teach to one, right? Then what is the difference? Yes, users can add into group. Group is nothing but group of people. What permissions if you are going to attach in the group, we can simply give it, right? Right or not? Okay. So what is the difference between inline policy and custom policy and default policy? Default policy is generated by AWS. Okay. Custom we can create, we can delete. Inline also we can create, we can delete. What is the difference? Yes, inline is individually operated. It's attached to only one user. You cannot attach the same policy for others for inline. But custom policy, very good. Inline is inside of the user nest. Very good. Custom policy is centrally operated. We can attach to any other users. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. So if you don't have any doubts, I'll jump to next topic. So Route 53. Route 53. So first point I can write here. So Route 53 is a DNS service in AWS. DNS service in AWS. Now, why we need DNS service in AWS? Anyone? And one more thing, here 53 is the port number. 53 is the port number. If anyone will ask what is 53 here, port number. Very interesting topic. So if you have any confusion still now, maybe those are going to clear with the Route 53. So why we are need to learn Route 53 in the AWS? First, what is the necessity to DNS service? So what is DNS service? To convert domain name to IP, vice versa. Is it clear? And name to name also. Okay. Name to name also. Guys, I will plan one Saturday. maybe coming Saturday or next Saturday. For a few things I left, like, deployment models, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, one topic. Few topics like elastic file system. These I'm going to cover in that one class. Okay, small things. After Route 53, I'm going to start Cloud Front, then CloudWatch, CloudTrail. So closely we can finish it in December first week. Okay. I think closely 15 classes, 16 classes is pending. If you're not considered Saturday, Sundays. Name to name is nothing but we have a load balancer URL, right? Domain name. So we can convert this required name. Load balancer URL we are not going to share to users, right? So before user, before load, in between load balancer and user, we have a DNS to convert required domain name. Okay. Flipkart also we have a load balancer, the backend. 100% we have a load balancer, but we cannot take and access load balancer URL, right? We are accessing flipkart.com. Means the flipkart.com is configured into Flipkart load balancer, name to name conversion. Clear, right? Okay. So anyone has any doubts? Route 53. So in the Route 53, not only DNS service. So already I told you guys one thing while we are discussing Route 53 time, just remind me one thing. What is that? Single domain name, multiple user. Very good. So I will show you single domain name. Is it possible to create multiple records? So the reason is we have a one easy automation. Simply we can use the target as an IP, give domain name. So my name is converted into IP. I'm able to access my server. In that case, if I have a same application in the 4-5 servers, so is it possible or not? The record thrown an error, you have already created one record. So in that case, each IP I should create each record. Record is nothing but each domain name. So the servers are increasing, the domain names are increasing. It is not at all good, right? If the same application, whatever servers we have, it should work for only one domain name. For that, we are using load balancer. So load balancer configure into multiple servers. What we are going to do here, from the load balancer URL, we are going to create one record. So the record is nothing but domain name record. Whatever domain name is you are going to map to load balancer URL, it will work to convert your load balancer URL into required domain name. So for that, we should purchase one domain name, everyone. Okay, purchase it. We have to do so many things in that. CloudFront, so many things. Is it clear? Okay. So today's a just deep dive about the Route 53. So in the Route 53, usually we are going to create records. We are going to create a records. So how the Route 53 will work is very important topic. So like map it, source and target. So here source is domain name, and target is IP, server or ELB. Route 53 is global service or regional service? global service or regional service? Anyone online?